People, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Peter will be opening up on the human structure that he has on ground has triggered a lot of reactions. People from different faiths and from different regions are talking right now. Latest in the list is actually Bashir Ahmad, who had contested for the House of Representatives and fell, and who is also the former Buhari's media aide. He has taken out time to tell Nigerians why Peter Obi will fail as he makes reference to different states in the country where nothing like structure for Peter Obi is on ground. And he went further to drag Peter Obi, which has also triggered Peter Obi supporters to lambast him. You're going to see how it all happened. All right, but before we continue with details of the news, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by hitting on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the former new media aide to President Muhammadu Buhari, Bashir Ahmed, had taken to social media to call Labour Party tiny, stating that in his state, Kano and neighboring Kaduna, Katsina, Jigawa, and Bauchi, the Labour Party does not have a gubernatorial candidate. According to Bashir Ahmed in his Twitter page, he said that the PO supporters never failed to remind me about the result of my primaries, forgetting that the fear of getting zero vote made their supreme leader, Peter Obi, to run away from PDP to a tiny Labour Party, which I am sure with my influence I will be begged to accept its presidential ticket. This is serious. According to him, he went further in on another tweet and stating that the Labour Party have no gubernatorial candidate in Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, Jigawa, and Bauchi State, also claiming that Labour Party have no office in Kano State with over 5 million registered voters. According to his tweet, I'll quote exactly, say, in my state, Kano, and neighboring Kaduna's Katsina, Jigawa, and Bauchi, the Labour Party doesn't even have a whole gubernatorial candidate. If you don't know what that means, then congratulations. He went further to say, do you know that Labour Party doesn't have an office in Kano, a state with over 5 million registered voters? Not only that, the party doesn't have a single candidate in the whole 44 local government area in the state. And the story is so very similar in at least 25 over 36 states and FCT. In other words, that in 25 states, out of the 26 states in Nigeria, a Labour Party does not even have an office. And guess what? This tweet from Bashir Ahmed calling the Labour Party tiny and also dragging their presidential candidate Peter Obi has attracted reactions on the Twitter page. I'm going to read some of the reactions of Nigerians. This one said, if you had that much influence, you wouldn't have lost your primaries for the House of Rape. Somebody's telling him. Another person here said, tell him, oh, this one said, don't worry, Bashi. The pain is not healing anytime soon. You know what? The pains of losing the House of Rape primaries is not healing anytime soon. Another one is inviting him to come and take at least Zobo or Sprite or other drinks like that. And another person here say, Bashi, if them say you get 14 votes, now 14 vote where you get now, stop to disturb Nigerians. This one here say, now this one is in support of him. He said, off the mic, please. They will learn what politics is all about. They should continue making noise on social media. Now person says Bashi have been looking for obedience supporters trouble. They will come for you from up, down, middle, and back. This one here says, good afternoon, bro, and a happy weekend to you. The weekend has ended now. The fear of getting zero vote made their supreme leader, Peter Obi, to run away from PDP to a tiny LP. which I am sure with the influence. Okay, it's quoting him, sorry. Another person here says, let's be real, bro. PO will never win Atiku in the primaries if he had to still stay. Wow. I mean, this is really serious. And the supporters of Peter Obi, they are littered everywhere and they are lambasting Bashir Ahmed, especially because he lost out during his, House of Red primary. He lost real good. He was even trying to see if his number one boss will be dragged into the issue and call for another primary. But unfortunately for him, Buhari, as we all know, the man no dey send anybody. He was just, okay, you lost. Congratulations. Go and rest. When you are grown, you go again. So I feel he has a lot of pains. And now that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come on board, most of them are hoping and believing that by the time he is positioned as a president, somehow he will favor a lot of APC guys. But and because of that, they kind of someone who may distort them, kind of which is Peter Obi, is a person that are fighting strongly. But then, I understand what PO guys are saying and all of that. I stand with them. It's very nice. But come to think of it, let's try to be. I've always been saying it that here in this channel we are very objective. In Kano State, nobody, no structure, nothing. No, it's serious. But though I know that there are people who may not care to give him a structure, but they'll still support him because one thing about politics, sometimes you don't need to have all of that. If the people love you, they'll come for you. But whatever it would take to have those things, I think the supporters need to take advantage of the criticism that is coming to them to begin to wake up to correct some abnormalities in different places. Those are very, for me, what this guy has said, Bashir Ahmed has said, is a very constructive criticism that they can take advantage of by ensuring to give a shout out to all the supporters of PO in Kano State, in Kaduna State, in Jigawa State, in Katsina State, every other place where they are located. Send a shout out to them and say, bro, they say we don't have an office in Kano. Can you mobilize some guys there and ensure that at least we have, even if it is a store, as our party office? Please do well to have it there, because I'm just wondering if he has to travel down to Kano State, who will welcome him there? Because even as we are making noise, let's be truthful, there are places that are overly densely populated. So you need to go there, create effect in such a way that they will recognize you. The time is short, if you ask me. But I know that the supporters are littered everywhere. But hey, if he wins in Abia State, Imo State, Enugu State, Ebonyi State, and the rest, and then the densely populated area, he doesn't win, my brother, it's not going to be easy for him to win. That's to come out a winner at the end of the day. So I feel that they should take advantage of that little idea that this guy has given to them and do well to ensure that they also do required campaign. One of these days, hit the place with your supporters, and someone who knows how to speak Hausa very well. As it's communicating, there will be a translator that will be translating it and all of that, so that at least a chunk of the people can be gotten and decide an office there. It will go an extra mile to improve the impression that they are having in the north about PO. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section.